Hello, students. Welcome. Today I am going to teach you about the nervous system. Now, all of you know the various movements and various functions in our body are controlled by the nervous system. Now, today we will read what is the need of a nervous system in our body. Now, nervous system keeps us informed about our surroundings, what is happening around us, okay, and keeps us safe also. Now, second point, it enables us to remember, to think, and to reason out whether a activity that is taking place is proper, right one, or not. All these things you can reason out, and you can uh, calculate what you have to do. Okay. So all these things is done by our nervous system. Now, next one is it controls and harmonizes all voluntary muscular activities. All of you know some muscles are in our control, and we can control that muscles. With that, we can do various works which are in our control. Okay. And fourth point is it regulates the involuntary activities also. So, involuntary activities, what are they? Which are not under our control. They go on like beating of the heart, breathing, all these things are there, which goes on, digestion, all this goes on. Okay, so they are not under our control, but they are also regulated by the nervous system. Okay, so these are the some of the points why we need the nervous system in our body. Next thing is, let us study about the neuron. What is neuron? First of all, we should know neuron is also called the nerve cell, and it is the unit of the nervous system. Unit means what? Smallest, you can say smallest unit, okay, of which the nervous system is made up of. Okay, so all of you know that the brain, spinal cord, sense receptors, and a whole lot of nerves, all this make up our nervous system. And the brain and the spinal cord is made up of nerve cells, or you can say neuron. Okay, they are the same. Neuron and nerve cells are the same thing. Okay, now next we will see the structure of a neuron or nerve cell. The three main parts of the neurons are cell body, dendrites, and the axon. Now let us study about them one by one. Now you may have seen the picture of a nerve cell. Nerve cell, if you see properly, it has a cell body on the top, you can see, and dendrites are the extensions from the cell. Okay, and in the cell you can see in the center there is one nucleus. Okay, and one long extension of the dendrite is there, one long extension from the cell body is there, and that is called the axon. So let us read about them one by one. Okay, the first one is the cell body. Now it contains well defined nucleus and is surrounded by granular cytoplasm, and this cytoplasm contains all the cell organelles that are present in other cells, but one cell is lacking, one organelle is lacking. What that organelle is? That organelle is centrosome. Why it is absent? Can you tell anybody? It is because the nerve cell has lost the ability to divide, so it doesn't need the centrosome. Okay, now next thing is the second part is the dendrites. Dendrites, as I told you, it is the extension from the cell body, branched cytoplasmic projections of the cell body, and they conduct the nerve impulse from different parts of the body to the cytone. Cytone means main part of the nerve cell. Okay, now you can see here dendrites. See dendrites, it is written here. Dendrons and dendrites. Can you see here? Okay. Dendrons and dendrites. Now, next thing, next part, the third part, let us see. Third part, axon. Axon, it is a long process from the cell body. It is very long. Okay. It may vary from size, its size may vary from a few millimeter to 1 meter length. Okay. In most of the neurons, axon is surrounded by white insulating sheath known as myelin or medullary sheath, which is covered by a outermost layer or thin sheath called the neurulema. The myelin sheath shows gaps throughout the length, which are called node of Ranvier. The covering is not continuous. Okay, the covering on the axon is not continuous. There is a gap. Okay, that gap is called the nodes of Ranvier. Some axons may have side branches and are called collaterals. Okay, the end portion of the axon have swollen ends which looks like bulb, and they contain certain chemicals which are called neurotransmitters. Let us see the ending, okay, of the axon. You can see here ending of the axon has bulb like structures. The last axon endings, you can see the end is having bulb like structures, and that are in very close proximity with the dendrites of another nerve cells. Okay, but there is a gap between the nerve cells. Two nerve cells are not joined together. There is a gap. Okay, they are placed very close to one another, but there is a gap. Such gap is in between them are known as the synaptic cleft. Okay, synaptic cleft. Okay, this is about the nerve cells. So I think it is clear what is a nerve cell and what are the parts of the nerve cells, why we need the nervous system. That thing is clear to you. Okay, thank you. This is for today. Have a good day. Thank